Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Andrew, and I have some thoughts. And today's thoughts, we're going to talk about the Phantasmal Flames Pokemon TCG launch. It came out on Friday, so we're in the weekend. Today's Sunday, and I just wanted to check out the prices and see what's going on. Before we begin, I want to show off a card right here. This is my Tag 10 Pokemon Center promo from Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks is really when the hype began and really when the craze started. I was able to pick this up on Pokemon Center with no problem. There was no queue. I got two of them. It was easy back then. I went with Tag because as much as I don't really like PSA, I wish it was like it was a little easier to read, but it's not very big. And the cool thing about a Tag slab is that, well, it's clear, so it is harder to read. I do get that judgment, but I think it looks so much cleaner and so much clearer. So, let's move to what we're talking about, shall we? Today's topic, Phantasmal Flames. One of the smaller sets as of late, 130 cards in this set. To Master Set it, I think it's 256 cards for all the hollows and reverse hollows. I've yet to open up much of this set because I got my Charizard UPC. I got 4 packs. I didn't really hit anything much, but there are some really pretty cards in this set. My Pokemon Center order is hopefully on the way. I charged my card last week. Hopefully I'll get it this week, and maybe we'll have an opening for you guys. And I know what you're thinking. Andrew, what do you actually think of this set? And this set, like a lot of others have said, really does remind me of Obsidian Flames in that, to me, it's underwhelming. The Charizard is obviously the top chase, as you can see right there, at $781. It is an expensive Charizard, and the gold one's right below it, which is even crazier. I think overall this set will do well going forward, but I think it was massively overhyped. My top 5 chases, in no particular order: the Dawn SIR, which is the third most expensive card, the Piplup IR, the Megalopunny SIR, the Flygon SIR, and the Paldean Wooper IR. Dawn and Piplup, just because the TV shows growing up, it was the first time I watched Pokemon was with them, was the Platinum era. Megalopunny, because I had a Baneri on my team for my first entire playthrough game that I never realized how to evolve because I needed to be its friend. And I guess I just wasn't its friend. I evolved into a Lopunny when I got past the Elite Four, and I figured out how to finally evolve it. The Flygon, because I love Trapinch. He's just a little guy. And Flygon was my first Dragon type, actually. Because you can get him in the post-game, I believe, in Diamond, or in the beginning of the game, actually. And Paldean Wooper, because he's literally just a little guy, and he's one of my favorite cards. And my favorite Pokemon from the Gen 9 era. Now let's take a look at how these cards have been doing and are doing. So, don't know if you can see here, but this Charizard, someone is trying to sell it for $13.99.60. Good for them. They got 4 of them. That's insane. But it did fall off a cliff. It peaked at a high of $922.58 with 7 of them sold. Between the $850 to $1,000 range, that's the average. And then now 52 have sold for around $751. If we check the data, most recent sales, 78. Most recent sales were 778.70, 801.99, and 800. It's not bad. I mean, it is the top chase. What would I pay for this card? I know this card's beautiful and expensive. I think I would pay a max of $500 for this card if I really had to. But to me, I would rather pull this card, or there are other cards I want more than this card right now. Like that Cynthia. Cynthia's Garchomp IR, SIR. That's my chase. All right, second most expensive card. The Mega Ultra Rare. Honestly, to me, these don't really do anything. I know they're more beautiful in person. This picture does not do it justice. I'll put up a picture. I'll try to find a better picture of it. But this one's selling for $649.95, around a $650 market. but it started at $894, only $900 right before pre-sale. And right now, most recent sales, what are we looking at? We are looking at $772, $615, $718, $635, $600 on release. Next up is my chase of the set, the Dawn SIR. Someone's trying to sell for $112. That's just wrong because the market on it is $58.31. It was around $109 in pre-sale, and then it's now sold for most recent $55, $60, $49, $56. So $55 is a good price for that. I hope I pull this card when I get my cards. But if I don't get them, I'm buying this card. Might be buying multiples of this card. It runs so Sinnoh coded, obviously, but it is a gorgeous card. Next up, the Mega Charizard. Is this the ultra rare? So it's got Charizard in the back, the Mega in the front. We've seen rumors swirling that the next set, Mega Dream, is going to have the Charizard Y version. That's going to be crazy. I'm more partial to this one, the X version, because that was the first Mega Stone I got, because I was playing on Pokemon X. Started out in pre-sale at $103. Last sold for $54.99. I don't see this card really staying that high. I think it's going to go down a little bit, but it is Charizard, so you never know. Next up, one of my other chases, the Mega Lopunny. Started out, with a sale of $1. Wish that was me. But in pre-sale, $61, and now it's gone all the way down to $38.63, $44.69, $46.54, $42.99. I might give this card a little more breathing room. Hopefully I pull it. If I don't, I'd try to pay around $50 to $45 for it. If not, $40. Mega Sharpedo. This is a really pretty card. My beef with Sharpedo personally is the mental damage he caused me during Pokemon Sword and Shield in the first DLC when you are just riding your bike in the ocean and out of nowhere, a Sharpedo comes and tramples on you. That was crazy times. This card in pre-sale started out about $60, or someone's trying to sell for $70. Right now, $43.17, $42.17, $43. It's an average of $43. It's a pretty card. I personally don't think I'm going to pick this card up, but if you love it, you love it. The Rotom SIR. Now, back when this Pokemon was introduced in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, he was a weird little guy. I honestly did not like him. And then it took a little while for me to realize he's pretty cool. His evolutions are appliances, which is really cool to have them all in the background. He started out at $38 pre-sale, max of $42, all the way down to $31.49. Someone's trying to sell him for $29.90. With more recent sales in $28.98, $28, $28, $28, $29. Might be a solid pickup at about $25, $20. All right, on to the Meowth. Now, this card, for those of you who don't know, was a promo in Japanese. It was a monster of a promo back then. I think at a max, it was selling for $338 in a PSA 10. And only because it's a Meowth in a tree right across from the original Pokemon Center and Pokemart on your way to the first town after your starting town in red and blue. I think it's a pretty card. I don't think it was worth what they were trying to charge for it. I think it is worth about $20, $24. But it is a beautiful card. Started out at $57 all the way down to $27.66 with sales recently of $27.67, $27.67, $25.75. I will be trying to get this card. Hopefully I pull it. If not, I'll try to buy it later. I'm going to give it a little more time for that price to come down a little more. Moving on to, I think, the IR I want the most. Piplup. He's just a little guy hiding under a little thing to cover himself from the snow. Was he my first starter? Nope. I was a Chimchar main. But I definitely traded my buddy for one of his Piplups that he breeded, trying to get a shiny. Whew. This card started at a peak of $30 pre-sale, and right now you can get it for $18.56. I will definitely be buying a copy of this card later. But I'm gonna give the market a little more time to see where it moves. Hopefully, I pull this one. We'll see. And last but not least, the 10th most expensive card currently, with someone listing it at $43 for some ungodly reason. The Dawn Full Art Trainer card. This card, even in pre-sale, was only $20. And now you can get it for $13, which is still kind of high for a Full Art Trainer. But she might have playability. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon. She actually might have some really good playability based on her move. Interesting. I definitely want copies of this, but I might wait. I might buy a few. Hopefully I pull some. We'll see. And now, on to our review section of the sealed market. So right now, this box was MSRP on Pokemon Center for $161, I believe. And you can get it for as low as $290, an average of $300. But luckily, it did start at $344, and we are seeing some movement going downwards. Is it going back up a little bit? Sure, but based on people's polls and what we've seen across the Reddit and the videos, people are very happy with the set, with how good the pulls are, with how cheap the cards are. So hopefully we see this box come down to around market price, if not around $200. Will I buy more of these? Probably not. I would probably buy just one, but I would only buy it around $200. But we've seen recent sales for $343, $305, $300, $299, $309. So we are starting to see a tick upwards. Moving on to the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer box. This is going for $275 right now. And it was going for pre-sale $537. That's insane. I mean, it is really cool. It does come with that stamp promo and a regular promo and 11 packs. Is it worth $235? Nope. But as an investment piece, if that's what your Pokemon game is in the hobby, it could be worth it because I do see this going upwards, and I am considering keeping one of mine sealed. But we'll see when the time comes. Moving on to the regular ETB. Comes with 9 packs, average about $90. In the pre-sale market, it was selling for $174 forever ago. That's an insane date, September 15th. Oh, those are all pre-sales from all those. Okay. So right before release, it was at $118, down to $90. I don't even know what MSRP on these is anymore. I know GameStop raised their prices to, I think, $60, $65. Target was charging $59.99 for these. If you could get one, they're always worth an open. And lastly, let's look at the 6-pack bundles. Thank goodness these are coming down. All the way at the beginning of pre-sale, they were selling for $90 for 6 packs. Right before release, $67. All the way down to $48.94. For 6 packs, what's that? $8 a pack. That's not bad in today's world, today's market. I would try to get them a little lower personally, but at the end of the day, if you really want to rip $50 for one 6-pack, not the end of the world. Overall, this set is a decent set, and I do hope to get more of it soon. So if you liked this, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite card in the set is and what card you really want to pull. I look forward to giving you my thoughts later. Thank y'all. Have a wonderful rest of your day.